How's it going, folks? How's it going? Now the whole gang is here, man. Y'all already know what's up. Y'all already know the waves. It is Zachariah White, a.k.a. Big Daddy Drip. Back at it like it's nothing with this drip in the sauce, cause I am the boss. I am back. We are here. Let me go ahead and cut the volume down a little bit. She no dollar getting money now. Okay, but anyway. Alright, listen, we are here with another episode of the Royal High Table, and every time I go through and I try to say the number, or like whatever number that we're on, I always get it wrong. I know for a fact this is the 20th episode. I did not know. Like, I didn't know coming in on Monday. But anyway, man, we are here. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm a little pissed because in the process of me setting up for the Royal High Table, right, y'all see how hectic my shit is, my desk is, and it's my fault, right? Because what had happened was, I got through setting up, then I got up, right, to move about a little bit, and I ended up tripping on my keyboard wire, done knocked the computer over, and now I got a little issues with the computer. But you know what? This is exactly, I'm not even tripping. This is exactly why we acquire so many resources, while we try and build and stack up our shit. Because I ain't even worried about the little computer or whatever. I'll figure out what to do with it, and I'll keep it going and keep doing my shit. But you know what? We're gonna get it moving, we're gonna get it on, we're gonna get it popping. Alright? Now, before we even get into what we have to get into, what I will say is this. Y'all already know. Before we even start every episode, we get into this particular, I'm gonna call it the royal statement. Alright? And the royal statement is, everybody on this planet, everybody that has come and gone, is a king, queen, god, goddess, emperor, empress, boss, pharaoh, whatever it is that they want to call themselves. They are that. Now, whether they know what it is that they truly hold dominion over, or, control over and all that other sort of jazz, I don't know. Maybe they might know. Maybe they still have to figure out. Maybe they sort of kind of know, but don't really know. But you know what? Oh, hold on. I know fuck it. We'll let some Caribbean shit play. You know what? Big shout outs to CS. Man, listen, shout out to all the orgs on campus. But y'all already know I'm shouting out Dominican Student Association and Jamaican American Student Association, even though I'm not Jamaican, just because those are the organizations that I'm working with so far. But you know what? Well, at least for this year. But nonetheless, man, I'm out here speaking super fast. But anyway, y'all, as far as this particular episode, I have 5 warm-up questions, and I have 1 topic, right? And actually, I just learned of this topic today in class. But you know what? I'm excited to get into it. All right? We got Ding Dong over here going fucking Liddy in the background. But anyway, man, thank y'all so much for being here with me. I'm going to go ahead and cut the music off, and we're going to go ahead and get into it. Oh, now I just sat up there and told everybody about how they was the king and queen, but I totally left out the part that, listen, alright, y'all make sure that y'all put on y'all crowns whenever y'all come through and y'all sit at this table and we come and chop it up. We chop it up, we eat, we do whatever, break bread, all that other sort of jazz. Y'all put on that crown for yourself, you put it on for who and what you represent, man. You wear it loud and you wear it fucking proud for everybody to see. Alright, now with that being said, allow me to lead the way. I ain't gonna hold you. This crown gonna look nice, bro, cause shit, I'm in the all black, bro. Let me go ahead. Hold up. Guess. Oh dang, man. Shoot, I should have downloaded. I should have got the one without not the music video one, but you know what? We're gonna have to save that and all the other tunes for later. Alright, again, thank y'all so much. But of course, I always have to reiterate, y'all. Alright, oh, before we even get into that part, my apologies, you guys, because I did not put out the well, actually, I uploaded the videos on YouTube, alright, and I was trying to upload like the actual content on my podcasting sites, but yo, the last episode was pretty freaking long. The last episode was the longest episode that we've ever filmed, and I'm super excited, super proud of that. I'm also, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm really fucking pissed about this computer, because now I won't even be able to record it. I won't even be able to, unless I'm able to get it fixed. I'm sorry. My mind is just all over the place, because this happened literally just before I cut the camera on. And I was trying to take a few minutes to get the shit set up. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. You know, we're going to be professionals, keep it moving forward. But anyway, right? So basically, last episode is not on the podcasting websites at the moment. All right. It's really, yeah, again, it's the longest episode. And I guess like whenever I went to go and try to try to convert it from MP4 file to MP3 file, it gave me issues. It kept saying that the file was too large, but you know what? It's all cool. It's all cool. Hopefully, we're gonna try to make sure it doesn't happen this time around. All right. But with that being said, also, right, with my original point that I was trying to make before I got caught off on a tangent, you guys also, make sure in the comment sections or in my social media, because I leave that in the description. But you guys make sure that for whatever questions that I'm asking, that you guys also voice your, I'm not even gonna say just opinions, voice your thoughts, voice your considerations, your opinions too. Also if there's any other pertinent information to the topic at hand or whatever it is that we're talking about, y'all feel free to make note of that. All right, this ain't necessarily got to be a one-sided thing where I take over and do this and that and A all the way up to Z and all that other sort of shit. But you know what, man? I'm looking forward to hearing your guys' response. All right. But with that being said, all right, the first question that we have for tonight is, what is the best part of your job? All right. Now, for who I'd imagine that for the people who are viewing this are like adults, but I'll even amend the question a little bit, is to say like, what is the for people who don't have a job, like what's the best thing about, let's take school, because just about everybody's fucking going to school. All right, or we could even make it broad, right? And I'll say, what is the best part about life, right? Just for you so far. All right. But you know what? I'll go ahead and answer. I'll go ahead and and tip it off. As far as what's the best part about my job, well, one, I made note of the jobs at hand, right? Really the last two that I've worked. So or not worked / that I have, right? So there is FSU Swanee Cafe. Oh, hold on. Oh, hell no. Come on, yawns. Don't get me caught up, man. I know I had like 5 yawns in a row last episode. But no. There was for the Swanee Cafe, and there is also, and then also made note of Taco Bell. Right? And there were 4 things that, there were 4 factors that I noted. Of course, perhaps these are all that's really, I guess, there to the job. But these 4 factors were clientele, were the actual tasks, were co-workers, and then management. All right? Now, of course, I never provide a set answer. I never provide one answer to these questions. All right, I probably never will. Maybe. There might be one time where I deviate from it, but excuse me. Shit, come on now, yawns. Like I said, that's the second one. Please don't do it to me. But I think. Well, I'll just go through and break down the answer before I try to, I guess, assign which one is better over all of them, or the most preeminent over all of them. For me, I'm not gonna lie. First thing that the only thing that I have notes for, an actual response typed out for, is clientele. right? And what I made note of comparing the Swanee Cafe here on campus at FSU's that clientele to the Taco Bell that that I happen to be working at, or one Taco Bell that I happen to be working at down in Fort Myers. Of course, the clientele is a little different. Not okay, people of the same generations, ranges, and all that other sort of jazz. They go to both. It's just the means of distribution at that point, right? So for Swanee Cafe, of course, naturally, I'm going to see a whole lot more students, whole lot more people of my generation around my age. All right, and of course, sprinkling, you have some older people because, of course, there's professors and other people that work at the university, right? Also, parents and yada yada yada, and then naturally comes, kids and that you may sprinkle adults over top, but you really might bleep bleep, just a little drop for the kids. But let's see what else though. Oh, but with regard, that is, it's a little bit of a difference. That's how things were based. That's how the distribution is for the Swanee Cafe. All right, but as for Taco Bell, when I was working down there, it was actually more grown adults, right? It was more grown adults there, and of course there were some people around my age there also. Because I mean, shoot, I'm also an adult, but I'm talking about like grown, like these, like 27, 28, 30, 40, I don't know, maybe 50. Of course, you got, the elderly coming in here and there, and then not only that, you sprinkle in like still, kids they weren't as popular at Taco Bell. Actually, a little bit more in comparison to FSU Swanee. But nonetheless, though, even within that, all right, I'd say that they are pretty notable to me because I bring a certain kind of energy when it came to working in Taco Bell, when it comes to doing my thing at Swanee, right? Listen, I don't care what anybody has to say. All right, I was the best, the greatest of all time to do it when it comes to the drive-through, man. The fucking goat, man, and everybody, the people, they absolutely love me, man. And not only that, I mean, it's soon enough that those skills also, the skills transferred from me doing a good job at the freaking cashier spot. But nonetheless, though, every time like I pulled up, I always this is what I made note of when it comes to Taco Bell, and not only that though, y'all may I may have mentioned this in some of my vlogs because at the time that I started the vlogs, that's when I was working. That's when I was working at Taco Bell, but I typically got the best side of the customers, really, because I came through. It was good energy. I was cool. I was calm. I was chill. I was nice. I was awesome. All that shit. So I didn't really have to deal with too much from the customers or whatever. And not only that though, but shoot, I ended up getting a whole bunch of tips, a whole bunch of cards, it was job opportunities, all of that other sort of jazz, right? And as far as and now I'll say this: when it comes to the rewards that I got from that I got from Taco Bell, I don't quite get those same things from Swanee, obviously, because I mean, shoot, we all students. They can't give me no cards, They can't get. I mean, not only that though, I mean, with the way how the cafe is set up, they don't even have money. They got money on their cards, so it's not really. I don't think tips are really ain't gonna be that big of a thing. But nonetheless though, the vibes is still cool. Vibes is still lit. I think shoot, I might be able to vibe even more so, and just sort of kind of build a real I guess I'm not gonna say a real one, because I definitely built relationships with the customers at Taco Bell, but definitely what I'll say is I'm able to, let's just say I'm able to spend more time talking and, and getting to know, who it is that I'm serving when, at the cafe. I mean, shit, hell, I do my shit. I got a certain way, I got a certain way of doing shit, man. I got a certain way of doing stuff. And not only that, I can speed it up, slow it down, do however it is that I need to do it. But I'm not even gonna lie. To be honest with you, I just may scrap all the other parts, because because I made note of the tasks, and the tasks in it, like, of themselves, when it comes to setting up the food, at Taco Bell, yeah, setting up the food at Swanee Cafe, doing a whole bunch of I guess vegetable and fruit preparation. Actually serving the food out at Swanee versus either taking a whole bunch of orders. The tasks, they were all so good. I never found them. I haven't found them tedious or whatever. Maybe the only one at Taco Bell may have been what's it called? Cleaning the bathroom, but I think it was more so I had to that was a little bit of an acquired taste. It was a little bit of a acquired taste, just because I didn't quite know what it was that I was supposed to. I didn't know what was constituted in cleaning the bathrooms, but once I figured it out, then it all from there. Coworkers at both spots was cool. Now, granted, I interacted less with It's funny because I have more coworkers at Swanee than I did at Taco Bell. But with the way how Taco Bell is or whatever, it was more so I guess it was more team I got the whole sense of the team sort of kind of theme, just because for instance, I'm not gonna name specific. I could name names. I don't know. Maybe one of these times I will, right? But of the people who were there working, we knew we knew who was good at who was fast at making foods. We knew who however many people. We knew the people who knew how to make foods. We knew who was good with people, who could get on the mic, do a good bit of talking and all that other sort of jazz, and and who was quick with it and all that other sort of jazz. Right, but nonetheless, though, not only that, but we knew who was fast, so who could run around the kitchen and and get this food and get this particular item and get this and do that and blah blah blah, put the cone out, if things got too hectic and all that other sort of shit. So yeah, I think more so it was more so of a team concept down with Taco Bell. Now with Swanee, I'm not gonna say that it's not team oriented. It's just I'll say this for me, because I have my own little island where I serve the salad and the dessert. So we don't really although everybody sort of kind of helps everybody out at some point. It's not okay, we depend upon people from another station. Right, again, the cafe is so big that we don't have to be so all, I guess, super team oriented. And not only that, but depending on your station, it might vary. And as far as the management at both parts are good. So I think so. I think. I don't know. I think clientele stands out more. I think clientele stands out more. Excuse me. All right, but let me go ahead and enough with that talking. That's just a little bit of work talk, right? Not only that though, hell, not everybody likes work and all that other sort of shit. So I know that could be a little something. But regardless, y'all feel free to again put down your thoughts, your opinions, whatever. Whatever it is, whatever that you have in response to the question. Y'all let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in my DMs. All right. But we gonna go ahead and move on to the next one now. All right. So I think the second one's better. The second one's better than the first question. But the second question is, what's one thing, or what are oh yeah, by the way, that question and this question comes from Thought Catalog, right? So big shout outs to Thought Catalog. But the this particular question is, what's one thing that helps you decide if you can trust someone, right? And I'll like I have my answers, I have my notes, but I put them in question format, right? But nonetheless, though, I think, well, they're all very related. Um, but nonetheless, though, I think know, well, I think, feel, believe, and know that these are some pretty good questions to ask, when it comes to if you trust somebody or not, right? And the first question that I have is, like, okay, when someone is given, like, when a particular person, whoever it is, a person of interest is given power, how do they respond with that power? All right. Second one that I got, when someone has the chance to do something bad, like do something bad. Well, matter of fact, no. Oh, you know what? Okay, because I did not read it how I had it, right? But you know what? I'll say the question that I was about to say, and then what I have, because those two are also things that should be noted. All right. When someone has the chance to do something bad, what do they do? And then when someone has the chance to do someone bad, how do they, like, what do they do? Right. And when someone is like the go-to point of order, the go-to person, like, how do they respond? When someone is completely alone or has the least amount of eyes and ears on them, how do they act? Like, what are the distinctions between a person's public and private demeanor, behavior and attitude, right? Now, I'm not gonna lie. Of all the things of all the questions that I had, like, I think the last two really stick out. The last two, to me, I star those, right, because of personal experiences. But we'll get into that, right? Obviously, again, when someone is given power, how do they respond? That's a pretty good, like, just depending on what they do with it. If they happen to do something good, then of course that there's somebody that can be trusted. And if they turn into a fucking tyrant, or they don't know how to act with it, then of course that not really. That's not really a person that I can trust, because of course that can, if they turn into a tyrant whenever they get whatever it is that they want to need, then that only means that shit. That only means nothing but bad news for you and whoever else. But when someone has the chance to do someone bad, what do they do? This is, and I guess even to like directly tie it into the question, right? Like, if somebody has the chance to do somebody bad and they don't, that speaks to strong character. That speaks to strong character. That's somebody that not even just of me, that just deserves trust in general, right? Anybody who can do that. Not only that, I'll say this, right? Anybody who can do that, I guess they deserve some level of trust. But if someone who tends to do that or consistently does that, definitely kudos to that person, or to those people out there in the world. All right. Let's see. You know what? I'm not even gonna read all the other questions. I'm gonna go right to my star points. Right. The reason why I make note of when someone is like complete, like, essentially this is how, like, when someone is like, when it's just you and them, right? Like, what do they do? Like, how do they treat you? How do they go about and doing stuff? And then not only that, but juxtapose that to whenever somebody is just I guess they're out in public view and all that other sort of jazz. How do they, like, basically how do they treat you then? And you just sort of kind compare that, because I'll say personally, right, and I'm pretty sure y'all can relate. There are a number of times where you come across people who, when it's just you and them, y'all are as cool as two peas in a pod, or maybe not even that, but just they know there's no ill will on their behalf. They're not trying to pull no fuck shit, no bullshit, none of that. All right, but as soon as another soul gets in the view, all right, or enough people really come through and all that other sort of jazz, then I tell you this, now all of a sudden they got the courage of a lion to do a whole bunch of other bullshit that they wasn't even doing before. And again, I'm gonna emphasize bullshit, because courage to mess around and treat you or treat somebody else a certain kind of way, and particularly negative, and it's like, well, damn, like that doesn't align with, the way how you, that doesn't align with how you was acting, when the lights, cameras, and action wasn't on you, right? So but nonetheless though, all right, if and not only that, but here's the funny thing. This is the reason why I listed the first one first. When you give someone power, how do they respond? It's not even necessarily power, but when you place something of interest, right? Whether that you could be, you could. All these things might fuck around and mean power, but you know what? Let's say fame, let's say star power, let's say attention, let's say girls, let's say money, let's say clothes, let's say what they get the jobs that they get. Let's say not even. Let's just say what they got whatever it is that they needed, right? And if they fuck around and basically treat everything else like yesterday's trash, then that's trash that you dealing with. I don't know how else to say it. That's just outright trash that you dealing with. But it's a little something. But again, that's also something, y'all. I'm pretty sure you guys have something to say, but y'all leave that down in the comment section below. I'm gonna reread the question. All right, what's one thing that helps you decide if you can trust someone or not? All right, leave your answers, leave your thoughts, leave all it. If you have any questions, if you got any information, leave it down in the comment section below or in the DMs. Either or will be just fine. All right. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the third question. Wait, I hope... Oh, no. For a moment, I was about to say, I was like, yo, did I mention how many warm-up questions that I have? Hold up, y'all. Let me see how much. Let me check on my people on YouTube. All right, now my people on YouTube, all right, this camera is going to cut out on me pretty freaking soon. All right, and y'all, the whole squad knows the drill. All right, this camera going to cut out on me soon. But you know what? As for my people on podcasts, we still going. We still got some shit. My people on YouTube, we got some shit too. All right. But what's gonna happen is I'm gonna play this music. All right, and then I'm gonna take a little bit. Well, yeah, I'm gonna take time basically to get the camera set up. Take my little 30 seconds or whatever. I probably pour myself up a cup of water, and then you know what? We're gonna get back to handling business. All right. Let me see. Yeah, it's gonna cut out on me in a little bit. All right, but with that being said, all right, thank y'all so much just for being here with me, of course, and as always, I appreciate all the goodwill, good support, all that good energy, all that other sort of shit. But with that being said, all right, the play's about to be in motion. My people on YouTube, I will see y'all in a little bit. Excuse me. All right, peace, and I'll see you. Ooh, let me go ahead and play some music. Hold up. Don't worry about it, my people on podcasts. I ain't forget about y'all. But I gotta play something good though. Hold up. cool. Let me go ahead and stop it. Let me stop it a little bit. All right. Now, before we even get back into it, all right. Again, thank y'all, my people on. Matter of fact, no, I'm gonna let the music play for a little bit just before I get into it. All right. But hey, my people on podcast, thank y'all so much for sticking with me. All right. You know, of course, I know it might be a little bit of something, just because, you know, getting this whole camera set back up, and then, you know, taking a little bit of time to take a break. And for my people on YouTube, I just thank y'all so much as well, because I know that shit, this ain't all in one video, and that don't quite make it the most convenient, but nonetheless, though, I mean, you know, it is what it is. And then not only that, but the footage right here, either one of these two cameras is gonna go up on YouTube too. So, you know, this is just in case, what's it called? The like these, you know, these displays, these audios or whatever, mess around and catch more, you know, content and information, you know, than what I was putting out on the camera. All right. Go hands. Go hands. Are you fancy, huh? Nails done, hair done, everything big. Nails done, hair done, everything big. Are you fancy, huh? Nails done, hair done, everything big. Nails done, hair done, everything big. Are you fancy, huh? Now pause. Let me stop before I fuck around and get too caught up in the song. Okay. Yo. Hey, shit, hell, that's that Throwback Thursday shit, man. That's how we get it. That's how we get it in, man. And speaking of Throwback Thursday, my apologies, because I definitely did not go through and do Throwback Tuesday or Thursday. But y'all still get some shit, man. Oh, yeah, and we're climbing up to 800 videos. So you know what, man? I just, you know. God is good. Father God. Alright, but what's up? What was I about to say? Oh no, we were about to get right back in. No. Before we do that, I just gotta say, I wish everybody's Thursday, even though it's like 10:57 at night, I wish everybody's Thursday is going super bomb, super fantastic. Alright. I hope that your Thursday was way better than your Wednesday. I hope that your, Wednesday was better than your Tuesday. I hope that your Thursday is twice as better than your Tuesday, and it's 3 times as better as your Monday. Alright, and that the rest of your week is super bomb, super fly, and all that other sort of kind of shit. Alright, but you know what? It's cool. We have business to tend to. Alright, so you know what? We gonna tend to it. Alright. So let me go ahead and pull up the third warm-up question. Alright. Third warm-up question. Okay. Okay. What? Oh yeah. This one right here. It comes from, the source is Ponley. I don't quite know if I'm saying that right. Ponley, whatever. It comes from Ponley. All right. But the topic question is, what are some expectations that you have for yourself? All right. Again, I'm going to reiterate. Let me come here. Everybody come here. All right. You leave your answers, thoughts, questions, considerations, any information, leave it down in the comment section below. Or if there is no comment section, then guess what? You go ahead and you hit me up in the DMs. Alright? Whether it be on Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter. I had to think of all the y'all know which social medias or whatever. I got it all in my description. Alright? But y'all let me know what the fuck y'all are thinking. Alright? Again, this particular question is, what are some expectations that you have for yourself? Don't let me down, people. Alright? Don't fucking let me down. Alright? Now, let me go ahead and get my little 2 cents. Alright? So what are some expectations that you have for yourself? Alright, now over in my notes, I have a couple of things, right? And of course, they all tied into they're all tied into what I was going on about in the last episode. Excuse me, right? Particularly when it comes to this creation that I've created, all right, called the the royal high table is one of those, and it's one of the entities, excuse me, within this larger creation. But what I am talking about is the color spectrum, right? Damn, I almost forgot. I almost forgot my own shit. All right, but no. It's the color spectrum, you guys. And the first thing that I have is always remain a creator, maintainer, developer, sustainer. Always do that. All right, and damn, because this is I'm not. Oh, okay. I'm going to talk more about this in another question. Granted that we get that far, because I'm also taking a look at the time, and depending on how long I talk for this question, we may not get to it. But always remain a creator, maintainer, developer, and sustainer. All right. The concept of the color spectrum, although it you know what, I know that it was in the works, right? And of course, I'm the one who created it, but I didn't quite have the full-on vision for it. I didn't have the name for it. The name was something totally different last year. It was totally something different the year before that, and the year before that. All right, because really, this. And it's funny. I love the summers, because each summer I have a new idea, new concept that I start putting, I start putting thoughts, considerations, actions behind, and making it something, and essentially bringing it to life. All right. The first what's it called? The first example of it, right, is if you guys check out my blog sites. I know, some of my videos I talk about it, a lot of them I don't, but in some, my blog sites, all of them are the news of the people. All right, and I have several of them. I have a WordPress website, I have a Blogger website, I have a Wix website, and I have a Constant Contact website. All right, but nonetheless, the all of that, the news of the people, that started back during the summer that I was coming into my freshman year. All right, and that's and although there are many instances, periods where I've been a creator, maintainer, developer, and sustainer. All right, but ever since I graduated high school and moved forward, all right, that's something that, like, I've taken and take it. That's something that I guess I got and took it in greater strides. All right, so and now that's an expectation that I have for myself. Again, always keep creating, always keep maintaining, always keep developing, always keep sustaining. All right, I mean, we got 101 fucking ideas, and not even that, way more ideas, and what I'm I guess getting my heart, body, mind, soul, whatever, all in order for is, what, there are a number of ideas. There are some ideas that should stay in your head, all right, but what, we have a lot of good ideas, and what, we're going to put action into them. All right, well, one, what, yeah, we are going to put action to them. We're going to put it on one. We're going to put it on pen and paper. All right, because we're fucking serious about it, right? And we're going to take, put action behind it, whatever action that may be. Create websites, create YouTube videos, create podcasts, create a business, create businesses, whatever the fuck that action is. Fucking do it. All right, and then, what, give a voice to it. Articulate it. All right. So what? I guess that's all. That is an expectation. Again, I've got no doubt that I've been doing that up to doing all that. if not all of my life, most of my life, or if not even most of my life, some of my life. All right, but nonetheless, that is a now mandatory thing moving forward. All right, knowing and taking into account, knowing what we, and what I mean by we, I mean me and my creations or whatever, and everything that's encompassed within it or around it or whatever. Right, knowing basically the story and knowing what we can do. All right, that is a must. All right. And even in relation to it, because these shits are mine. They my shit. All right, these kingdoms, empires, provinces, and any other entities. All right, never leave, never fucking jet. All right, cause I'm, for the color spectrum, as I got other grand ideas, y'all. I got other grand ideas, and not only that, even the color spectrum, I'm telling y'all about it. That's not even all of what I have planned so far. That's just what I'm telling y'all about. All right, y'all, whatever. It's a little something. But what I will say is, it's my shit. All right, I've created, even embodied within it are a bunch of different positions and figures, that I created. But nonetheless, all of it starts. All this shit, it starts and ends with me. That as it was intended from the inception. All right. But of course, also this is even expanding beyond that. Be good, and then I put for the most part. Right. I say be good because, of course, bro, this world has got too many dickheads, too many assholes, too many. I don't even know. Too many bad people, too many bad spirits, too many bad of whatever. Too many bad of whatever you name it. All right? And we got to fight the good fight, man. Shit, there's always going to be villains. And at some point in time, we're going to be a villain. But fuck it, man. We got to save the day. We got to save the day in some way or capacity. All right? I mean, villains, I guess they got good reasons for being villains. But there's something about being good, of course, that requires rising above something, even though you done been fucked over, you done been screwed over, whatever, whatever negative thing that happened to you, rise above that, keep doing your thing, keep moving forward, keep helping yourself and helping other people, and that's actually my last bullet point right there, So yeah, but I put for the most part because I know that those villains, all right, that be and exist, they not villains for no reason, all right. Shit. I don't. Maybe some villains just wake up and they're just like, you know what? No, I just feel like taking shit from you. I just feel like bullying you, whatever, and all that other sort of jazz. But there are some that, some people that go down the wrong path. They do that shit, with good intention. Hell, the highway to hell was paved on good intentions. All right, and not only that too. It's just life. Life is so complex. And my apologies, y'all. Shit, I gotta do better. I got my freaking, what's it called, shirt, long sleeve shirt underneath. Nonetheless, I'm still clean. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. But yeah, no, life is too complex to only and always be good. And I know that shit sucks because shit. God wants us to, again, be. To always strive and strive to be perfect, even though we will never be perfect. But man, this world is really fucking something. I tell you that much. It's really fucking something. But nonetheless, and I guess this sort of kind of goes in line with what I was talking about this whole time, or what I've been talking about, for this particular question. All right, whenever you get knocked down, always get back up. That's another one too. All right, always get back up. Never stay down because momentum can push you down, but momentum. How do I want to say this? You know what? Seeing it as I'm Big Daddy Drip, I'll use this analogy, right? water may flow against you, it may flow against you, but water doesn't always flow in one particular direction. you know Things don't always go in one particular way, one particular move, one particular motion, and all that other sort of shit. So you're gonna have to get back up. And one of these times the air is gonna be on your side. The air is gonna push you forward, push you up. Yeah, it's gonna push you down, it's gonna push you left, but like I said, it's gonna push you up, it's gonna push you right. It's gonna push you right where you need to be. Right where you need to be. But as far as that right there, I think that's all I have to say for that particular question. And you know what? Do I want to get into this question? You know what? I really like this question. Right? Now, granted, after I get through with this question, I'm going to get on to the hot topic. And I'm going to have to come up with some more questions for the next the Royal High Table after this episode. But you know what? I'm gonna just go through. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna fill y'all in on this question, right? And this particular question is, what is the happiest event of your life? I know that I don't know if it was last episode. I know probably it was last week. Most likely last week, right? One of my questions was, what was the greatest moment you've ever experienced? Right? And this one is, what is the happiest event of your life? And what I'll say, and this is, I guess, I know what the question says, and it comes from Ponley again, but you guys don't necessarily have to have your happiest moment picked out. You just need to have something that's in the conversation. Excuse me. But anyway, right? As far as my response to this question, in which again, y'all, come here, y'all, make sure that you put your responses in the comment section. In the comment section or in my DMs, alright? I want to hear what you guys have to say, alright? Alright. Comprende? Alright. But no, as far as my response to the question, the themes that, I guess that I have is, and I'll incorporate them into my elaboration on these particular areas. On these particular events. But I'd say 8th grade graduation, what I have, the Christmas of 2008, and then a decade later, the Christmas of 2018, and then the Christmas of 2021, right? And I know that the Christmas of 2021 hasn't come yet. I'm going to explain that, all right? There's a reason why I put that there. That was intentional. But for the 8th grade graduation, right, what I put down, the reason why I designated that as a happy moment. One, I didn't want to repeat too much. There are a number of events that happened within my life that I've already talked about on camera and in the podcast, and I've already mentioned, and I could still go through and keep talking about it, but I wanted to try and bring up, I wanted a new fresh example, right? And I'd say the 8th grade graduation, and that's probably also an event that I've already talked a little bit about. But the reason why I picked that out was because the 8th grade graduation, it symbolized for me the academic, what I call the academic golden age, right? For me, although I'm still, it's not like I didn't wild out in high school and do my thing, and it's not like I'm not wilding out now in college, all right? But middle school was what I'd consider the academic golden age, just because, granted, I got A's and B's and C's or whatever in elementary school, but in middle school, that's when the pieces clicked together. That's when it seemed as though I finally figured it out, because there wasn't a single quarter that I had when I was in middle school when I had anything less than A's and B's. I think there's a single quarter that I've had where I had anything less than all A's and a B, or or all A's and two B's or whatever, right? And not only that, but of those how many will that be? Of those 12, about those 12 quarters that I spent in middle school, right? 10 of those 12 have been straight A quarters. So yeah, that speaks to me of the academic golden age. And not only that, but that we talk about 10 quarters straight, right? Each time straight A, straight A, straight A, straight A, whole bunch of diplomas, whole bunch of certificates, being racked up. And then not only that, but at the 8th grade graduation, right? The whole, like, I think one, because of course us being within the school system, especially the American school system, we've been to a couple graduation award ceremonies, and of course there's always awards given out, right? I didn't get an award when I was leaving elementary school, right? But in middle school, right, I ended up, from what I remember, there was only one person who got, like, I got 12 awards, right? There was, and I guess to put it into perspective, there was only one person who got more than me. They got 13, right? There was another person who got the same amount as me, and they had 12, and then there was one other person who had 11, and everybody else had, like, at most 9, right? And there's a whole lot of 4s, 5s, 6s, 3s, 2s, or whatever, but nobody got that high, right? So, and that spoke to, just how much work I was putting in, and really how much, to tie into the theme of the shift in trajectory, right? That's when, at least for life, for whatever it is that I needed to do to get by or to advance within life, it seemed as though I found some formula, and I started fucking executing, right? So, and then not only that though, I put personal progression because when I was leaving 8th grade, that's when I noticed. Listen, when I was a kid, everybody fucking said that I was annoying, all that other sort of shit. For one reason or the other, there was always something wrong with me. Annoying, loud, weird. I don't know what. Clothes, shitty clothes or whatever, or smell musky and all that other sort of shit, and all that turned around. I'll say this: by the time that I graduated by 8th grade, all that shit had turned around, right? Or at the very least, most of it. So, but another event that I have the Christmas of 2008, and the reason why I put that, well, one, I remember specifically that year. I always refer to that 2008 2009 year because that was a good year for me academically, right? But that was the first Christmas where it was the first Christmas that I received a game console as a gift. And then not only that, this wasn't like a Nintendo or whatever, because I had a Nintendo before this, right? But it was like a PlayStation 2. So this is one of them joints that you connect up to the TV. And that was really fucking big and really major for me. I was super excited. I still remember going to fucking GameStop with my younger brother's dad. He ended up buying a PS2. He ended up buying SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. I was hoping that we could find 2008, but it hadn't come out. It hadn't came out yet. All right, and not only that, but there was like another WWE game. It was a freaking car game. It was a WWE car game or some shit like that. I rarely. Oh no. Now that, okay, those two games, and I had Spider-Man, right? So, bro, I still remember that shit like it was nothing. Now, granted, I had a PlayStation. Well, no. There was a point in time where I ended up getting a PlayStation from, I don't quite he wasn't a family member. I don't know. I'll probably get more into that later. I'm not, but the details of where I got it from, sort of who I got it from, sort of kind of elude me. But definitely this was like the first Christmas that I ever got like a game console. And funny enough, a decade later, after I've you know, granted, not all of those Christmases and years had I got a game system, but 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 up to the Christmas of 2018, um, there were a lot. There's a lot in the arsenal right now. There's a lot in the collection. And 2018 was the very last year that I ended up getting. Well, I'll say that I ended up getting a game console. Period. 2018 was the very last time that I ended up getting a game console, let alone getting a game console as a gift. And I always viewed that as something because, and even I have it in my notes, is like this is the last time I received a Grand Slam Christmas. Reason why I termed it a Grand Slam Christmas is because, like, it is one, I love the games. I love the game console. I love the games. I love the movies. I love all of that. But what made it Grand Slam to me was the fact that, okay, right. Granted, I'm not even thinking like, okay, well, I want to get the grades because I want the game console. No, it was that, okay, yo, I'm putting in work. One, I'm doing my best to try and to be good and do whatever it is that I'm supposed to do. And in the process of me trying, I'm wigging the fuck out. All right, the grades is, I'm going dumb stupid lit with the grades. In some years, in some years, listen, not only are the grades there, but yo, the freaking the extracurriculars is definitely on and popping. All right, there's definitely a whole lot of notables and quotables. All right, so it's bam that, not getting in trouble. Basically, all the negative shit that's not supposed to be done, I'm haven't done that. And then, whatever stuff that I'm doing around, I'm taking care of the chores and basically doing whatever it is that I'm supposed to. What's asked of me, right? So, and then not only that, this 1, 2, 3, 4, and then bam, number 5, you got a game console, and then you got games, and then movies. So perfect 7 for 7, perfect, right? So for me, that was that those Christmases were pretty grand, all right. And ever since that year, I haven't been able to, just because the money went towards, again, obviously college and all that other sort of shit. Now, there is and this is sort of kind of connected to the Christmas of 2021, because I don't quite know how these next couple of months are gonna go, right? Now granted, I'm gonna keep doing my best to make sure that hey, I keep doing my thing when it comes to the grades. I keep doing my thing when it comes to my jobs. I keep doing my thing when it comes to these extracurricular, to these student organizations. Doing my thing when it comes to helping out. I'm talking about like with the actual local city government. All right, because I'm really trying to pull some shit off. Keep doing my thing when it comes to these podcasts, when it comes to the YouTube channel, when it comes to the blogs, when it comes to the music. All right, so for this particular Christmas, I'm gonna try to do my best to make sure that I like this Christmas. Like I spent a couple years where it wasn't a Grand Slam. This is gonna be special because I'm gonna have the money to make that shit happen. All right, and give myself a Grand Slam champion. And I said Grand Slam champion, a Grand Slam Christmas. And the special thing that'll be about the Christmas of 2021. My apologies, Lord. Anything could happen, but if what I'm trying to do happens, then what would have happened is that what's it called? This will be like the very first time that I was able to do that for myself, and you know what? And that's gonna mean so much more. That's gonna mean a lot. All right, because this one for sure can't nobody take it away, and two, it just means more when you built, when you put down all the bricks to really, to really get the house popping and all that other sort of shit. I guess for lack of a better metaphor, for lack of a better metaphor. But let me see how much time I got on the clock. Oh, damn it. Ain't that something? This motherfucking camera it wasn't even recording. It cut off on me. All right. You know what? This is exactly why I have this right here. Exactly why. All right. But you know what, y'all? I'm gonna go ahead and cut that music on for a little bit. All right. Now, granted, I'm gonna take my little swig of the water. All right. But this is gonna be the sending out video because I ain't got that much time on here. I got about 3. Y'all see? I don't know if y'all can see it clearly, but I got about 3 minutes and 56 seconds before this bitch cuts out on me. So you know what? I'm gonna make it do what it do. No, we gonna be here a while. In the bathroom, all right. Okay, hold on. Alright, people. Alright, YouTube gang. It's nice to have y'all finally back with us. Now, let me go ahead and turn this camera around. And by the way, of course, man, you know what? What better way to have, what better song to have when you're, cutting it out, man? Not cutting it out, when you're sending it out. Alright, let me go ahead. I don't know how much the camera caught, alright? Because I did not spend that much time trying to go through the footage, right? But nonetheless, though, for whatever it is that the camera didn't catch, these did catch, alright? And that's exactly why well, that's not exactly why, but it's one of the reasons why I do it. I do it this way, right? And let me go ahead, bro. We hitting it straight for the jug. This ours. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet too. I'm in love with your body. And last night you were in my room, and on my bed sheets smell like you. Now let me stop. Alright? But anyway, man, as far as my YouTube gang, my podcast, you know what? My fault. My YouTube kingdom, excuse me. Kingdom. Alright? And as far as my podcast kingdoms, thank y'all so much for being here, rocking with me. Alright? What's the move? Tomorrow, y'all, shit. I'm gonna try and get out a video for you. Fuck, I'm not gonna be able to, y'all. Unless I can figure out what the hell is going on with my, with the computer. And again, ain't nobody to blame it on. That was all me. If anything, I can still record from my PS4. I might fuck around and cop me another one. A bit sooner than I would have liked. Because I mentioned, the Christmas of 2021, and a new PS4 was sort of kind of in the mix. But you know what? I can always amend shit, so I ain't tripping. Alright? But yeah, if at the very least, I'm going to try to do a vlog, and it might be very short, because granted, I'm going to be around a lot of people at the fair tomorrow, alright? Shout out to the Hispanic Latinx Student Union, and shout out to the Dominican Student Association. How much time do I have? Because this camera, okay. The camera going to cut out on me soon, right? But anyway, y'all, I'm going to try to get that footage out for y'all, alright? It's going to be short, because I don't want no issue, and I'm gonna try and have it only be of me unless people specify, unless other people be like, oh, I want to get in. Okay, then it's cool. All right, but listen, your boy don't want no fucking issues. All right, I'm just trying to spice things up on the channel. Alright, now with that being said, let me see. Alright, the kid is gonna cut out on me, y'all. Alright, now my people on YouTube, I thank y'all so much for being here with me. Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned, stay tapped in, and stay locked in, because the juice over here never stops dripping. Alright? That was super quick. Damn, it's gonna cut out on me in 7 minutes. You know what? It's cool. I'm gonna cut it out right here. Thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace and bees. Alright, and as far as my people here on the podcast, man, shoot, I ain't gonna hold y'all up for too much longer. Or at least I'm gonna try not to. I think we might fuck around and push these boundaries. Alright? Because we do have an interesting topic to talk about. I'm in love with the shape of you. All right. Oh, what song they gonna play after this? Okay. We'll let this play. We'll let this play when we finish. All right. But as far as the hot topic question, here we have this is what I have dubbed the Twitch crisis. All right. And the title of the article is one. Let me mention the source. It comes from a particular article writer. Her name is Amanda Silberling from TechCrunch. I repeat, TechCrunch. I feel like I didn't enunciate that properly enough. But the title is Twitch Streamers Respond After Huge Leak of Creator Payout Data. Right, and the subtitle is The Breach Amplifies Concerns About Safety, Diversity, and Pay Transparency. Right? And of course, I was about to repeat, it came from TechCrunch. But I did. Now, what I would say is this, you guys, I recommend you guys read this article. This particular, I'll say event or whatever, it is very, very recent. I'm talking about this happened yesterday. This crisis, the data breach and all that, this happened yesterday, and this article is 7 hours old. All right, that's how fresh this is. But I recommend that you guys read the article, but don't worry, I have a couple key quotes, and not only y'all, these are some pretty long quotes. You guys, I'm gonna have there's gonna be some good information right here. All right. But one quote that I picked, that I found was, Twitch confirmed yesterday that a massive cache of internal data, including creator payouts, was published online after a breach. The streaming platform said in a blog post that the leak was caused by an error in a Twitch server configuration change, which was then accessed by a malicious third party. Oh, shoot. Excuse me. Right? Okay. So, oh damn, matter of fact, shoot, I'm a said in a okay. Right? My fault. I had to I read it, right? And although I read it before, of course I put it down as my notes, all right? I just had to double check. The leak included data like source code, proprietary software, development kits, and an unreleased Steam competitor from Amazon Game Studios. But Everblack, a software engineer by day, thinks that the leak of creator payout only affirms her feelings that Twitch's priority is to cater to streamers that bring in the most money. All right. According to a Reddit post analyzing the leaked stream data from 2019 to the present, 10% of the top 10,000 streamers comprise 49% of total streamer earnings on Twitch. About 2,000 streamers made over $100,000 on Twitch in that period. All right. But even once a streamer builds an audience, it's a challenge to make substantial income on Twitch, despite what the top earners might receive. When a streamer gets popular enough, they might apply to join the Twitch Partner Program, which offers creators more tools and monetization options. But multiple streamers TechCrunch spoke to consider it an open secret that not all Twitch partners had the same pay structure. In 2017, Insider reported that partners receive a 20 to 80 to 60 to 40 split on the subscription revenues depending on how popular they are. Though it's standard for Twitch partners to split their subscription earnings 50-50 with Twitch, some streamers claim today that big-time creators have managed to negotiate more beneficial 60 to 40 or 70 to 30 payouts. Right, or 70 to 30% payouts, excuse me, which matches up and coming YouTube gaming's default payout. Some popular streamers like Courage, Dr. Lupo, Valkyrie have even left Twitch to take exclusive deals with YouTube. All right. And the last quote that I have is Jess Bolden, who streams as Jess Goat, told Input, if I compare the amount of LGBTQIA plus and women streamers who have a 50-50 split with Twitch compared to men who probably have it a 75 to 25 split with ad agreements, which I don't have, we're about to have a fucking big issue, or a big fucking issue. My fault. All right. And you guys, I know that is a fuck ton of information. There's more information on the article, or in the article. I'm not even, of course, typically what I always ask is what are the thoughts and considerations of the information. What I will ask you guys even beyond this is, was this leakage good or bad? Like, was it more beneficial that it came out, or was it more, or was it a negative, detrimental thing? All right, and what I will say is this is big shout outs to my professor. I'm trying to remember his, I know his name, I just don't know how to say it. Professor Jonathan Seibert. Okay. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it. Professor Jonathan Seibert. Big shout outs to him. By the way, at FSU he teaches. Well, he has a doctor's degree, but he teaches. I know one class that he teaches. Of course, mine this upcoming semester, or this semester, is mass media law, ADV 3352. Right, and this was the main topic of, or no, not the main topic, but this was a topic of today, basically us being in class and having discussion. All right, and I decided to do a little bit more research into it. Right, and so essentially, again, the question that I pose to you guys feel free, because I know this is only one particular source that I'm getting my information from, so you guys feel free to do research of your own. Also feel free to make note of the research and information that you guys come across. All right, don't be shy. Go ahead and let me know down in the comment section basically what happens, and what are your thoughts, considerations, opinions, and all of that other sort of jazz. All right, but as far as was the release of this information more good or bad, really, well, I'm not even going to sit up here and play like I don't have an answer. I think that although it sucks because the financial information of a lot of Twitch streamers are now up, like they're accessible to anybody who wants to, I guess, who fucks around and gets the code and does whatever, right? But the way how I think of this is the same way how I think of COVID. Even, and this is my, may the Lord be and rest in peace to all the soul. Well, you know what? I'll call them soldiers, all right? Because not even more, not necessarily because they went and they fought. They fought wars, just not like how you think. They fought life wars, life battles, right? So rest in peace to all the people that have fallen to COVID. But COVID has revealed shit. Has revealed shit about a lot of different people. Whether we talking citizens at basic level, whether we talking celebrities, whether we talking politicians, whether we talking whole governments or whatever, it has revealed a lot. And all the information that I just went through or whatever, it revealed a lot of information. All right, because I thought from what our professor, talked to us about, I'm trying to think. It seemed more so like this was a somewhat of a no. The focus was on privacy. The focus was on privacy, right? But now, okay. My fault. My apologies. I'm at a, and let me get my words together. The main focus when our professor, again, Professor Seibert was talking to us about it, we were focused, the conversation was shifted as it pertains to, does anybody, like, what is privacy now? Like, are we even, is that a thing now? That's verbatim what he said, and that's verbatim what we discussed. But after going through and reviewing that article, it seems as though the conversation might not be that. It might not be that. It might just be, I mean, I don't know, Twitch. You might have some shit to answer for, because it's looking like the money distribution ain't looking right. Well, one, my fault. Let me even get further. It's looking like there's a little bit of discrimination. I don't know. There's some shit. There's some stuff that's a little awry. It's something's not smelling right. Something's not smelling right when we take this into account. And I remember this. I don't quite think I read this out, but I remember reading how they said something like within the article, the top 40 like I guess the top upper echelon of earners on Twitch are white males, right? And the first female to pop up is like she comes at like 39th. she comes at 39th, right? And so now we have to ask: is there any discrimination? Is that sort of shit? The I guess from what it looks like, I mean, gender pay gap or sexuality pay gap? I don't identity pay gap? I don't know, something. Now, granted, I'm not even gonna say that this is true. This is information that, again, that I happen to come across. I'm not gonna say what's true. I'm not gonna say what's not. Now, granted, it's a good thing that the information was leaked. I said leaked. The information was leaked because people can go and verify that shit. People can go and check that out, right? So, but what I will say is the mere fact that it's out. I mean, not saying that Twitch. I don't know. Maybe Twitch might have been in some. No. From the vibe and from what I was reading about, because Twitch was already in trouble trying to, I guess, get their privacy and stuff all set out, all worked out, because there these issues that are highlighted and that we're talking about now with this particular topic, they pre-exist this this event. All right, this event only magnifies that. All right, but nonetheless, I tell you one thing. Twitch is gonna have to answer some questions. There's some shit. There's some shit, man. Ooh. I mean, I don't know. People. You might have streamers. Well, there was already not an episode, but there was already something where basically streamers, a lot of them stopped streaming for a day to prove to exercise and demonstrate their point to Twitch and the people who basically Twitch and everybody else working for them or whatever. Again, that shit is not acceptable. And shoot, will this be enough to like, I guess, really force change? Maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see with time. But what I will say is this is very interesting, and I'm glad that I made note of that. One, I'm glad that, again, Professor Cyber made note of that to us, and I'm glad that I'm making note of it to y'all. This is something that you guys should keep in mind, especially, us being, us heavy technology users now. Whenever it comes to technology and internet, that's definitely something that we're going to have to focus on. But with that being said, I'm going to close it out right here before I go too much longer. All right, man. Listen, we got through another one. We done fucked around and created another banger, and this is our 20th Royal High Table episode. Woo woo woo! All right. Soon enough, man, we're going to be at 25. Soon enough, we're going to be at 30, 45, 50. Soon enough, it's going to be 100. It's going to be 100. And boy, oh boy, listen, I'm absolutely down, and I'm ready for the growth. I'm ready for the growth. But you know what? Let me go ahead and cut the music on, because you know it wouldn't be right if we didn't end it out with a little bit of music. It wouldn't be right. All right. Is that my own? Set my soul straight. Nah. I think I played this last time. No. Oh, come on. My fault, y'all. I'm taking a little. You know what? I'll play this. Roll up backwood. I keep a backwood. Rolled up. When life get rough, I keep a wood rolled up. Backwood. Nah, I don't even smoke, y'all, but I fuck with the song. Alright, but you know what? That is going to conclude this freaking episode, as I've already said, like for the second, third time or whatever. Alright, thank y'all so much, my podcast kingdoms, for being here with me. Excuse me. Alright, now, as far as news, again, I have to figure out what the fuck is up with my laptop, man. My computer. Y'all, at the very least, I'm gonna try to get out a vlog. Alright, it may be short, it may be super short. I'm talking about like 50-something seconds, a minute, 2 minutes. It might be that short, y'all. It might be that short. But I'm gonna try to do it, and I'm gonna try to see what's what. I'm gonna try to see, you know, what the fuck I need to do with this shit, cause, you know, it fucking sucks. Alright, but you know what? Regardless of what happens, regardless if I'm able to make this thing happen, to make it work or whatever, the grind and shine never stops, man. There's a reason why, you know, we built this shit up the way that we did, man. You know, when some shit falls down, we got something else. We got other plans to get this shit back rocking. Alright? We ain't gonna never fucking stop. Alright? Only entity that can make us stop is God, man. And not only that, we probably still gonna be going on in heaven. So you know what? Don't knock the hustle. Don't knock the hustle. But with that being said, y'all, again, thank y'all so much. Alright, if you guys enjoyed it, y'all make sure that y'all leave a like, comment, share, do whatever, you know, share with any and everybody. Alright? Any and everybody. Because I got enough juice, I got enough sauce, I got enough drip, and I have enough waves for any and everybody. Alright? And most importantly, make sure that you stay tuned, stay tapped in, and stay locked in, because the juice never stops dripping. Alright? Alright. I'll see y'all in the next one. I keep a wood roll up, that wood roll up. When times get, I keep a wood roll up, backwood. Alright. I'm gonna cut it right here though, y'all. Hopefully I'm able to get this episode out on my podcasting websites. But nonetheless though, y'all already know it's gonna be on YouTube anyway, so you know. I'll see y'all in the next one. Hold on. Let me I'm gonna play the start of a. Now I'm on another level. Got me dancing with the devil. Mix the purple with the yellow. Got the rags on my name. It's hard to keep this shit together. Alright. Let me stop. Alright, man. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace and be easy. I'll see y'all.